Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has just arrived. Returned to Steam Next Fest, where we are. Christmas. I hope that's the right word. Of another demo, this one, of the DREADLINE EXPRESS. My volume's a little loud. Hold on, let me just turn it a little down. There we go. Anyway, we're on the DREADLINE EXPRESS, which is not the only scary train game, so I'm hyped. Let's go. Where's my gains? New Gamay. Oh, not responding. No. Oh, it's responding. Ooh. Fancy. Am I playing or not? Not yet. No. Oh, no, I am. Oh, God. Well, I am immediately. Got an object and press art to interact. Oh, that's loud. Noise coming from the wall speaker cuts through the layers of my consciousness. It pulls me into reality. Yeah, no shit. The electrical circuit crackles. Silence ensues. A moment later, an unfamiliar, sharply cut voice echoes through the compartment. With immediate effect. Free movement on the train is forbidden. We've been spotted again. The lottery is already in progress, and the chosen passengers will be informed of the situation without delay. We expect your full cooperation or hail the Supreme Engineer, Wagamao. Look outside. Black darkness shrouding the sky is transforming. It swarms, breathes, and pulsates. An amorphous mass made up of thousands of tentacles. The steam locomotive at the front slows down under the terrible strain. Sticky sprouts are trying to make their way inside. The thin window glass is the last barrier separating me from that monstrosity. Look at the table. The tiny objects dance to the rhythm of train sleepers across a once elegant piece of furniture. The worn piece of wood is covered with many scratches from countless former passengers. But some of the grooves are fresher and deeper than the others at first glance. Remotely, they give the impression of coherent text. However, it is not possible to read it in the dim light. The compartment is lit by warm candlelight. In other circumstances, it would seem cozy. I can see the original electric light on the ceiling, but somebody has put them out of commission. You made an observation. Look at the card. Light has been our guide since the beginning of time. Within its reach, the unknown becomes tangible. It allows us to discover and learn. Here on board the train, human light is so much more reassuring. An invisible barricade protecting the fragile mind from the incomprehensible outside. The carriages have electric lights, but it's unclear if they work. In my private compartment, the lighting is cut off for some reason. I am left to the soothing glow of candles. The wax, however, is running out. Take in hand. Hold Alt and press Art to play your hand on the object in front of you. Oh. Perhaps if I grab the nearest candle, I might be able to read the lines in its flickering light. Interesting way to go about this. Hidden secrets emerge. With no small effort, I set to reading. Teresa Mather, born 1938. Bored at 8 years old, a beloved daughter. Kind, innocent, modest. Demise in the train. Coward, don't forget. You're a coward. I'm a coward. There are many fresh, deep punctures around the chest. Strong knife stab wounds. Daughter. You revealed a fragment of your past. Flip the card. Memories betray me. I have a daughter. How could I forget? Or rather, I had a daughter. Teresa was born in 1938. She was 8 years old when we boarded this train. The colossus of steel in which she died. It was my fault. I had the power to intervene. That. I judged myself a coward. Eat for later, maybe. my stale pockets full of grease stains, I discover an object. Leather-bound book without a title. Raise your gaze and prepare it for reward. Not mere cards. These pages preserve memories and knowledge in a form not subject to external influences. Choose the cards you deem most suitable to achieve your goals and prepare them in your hand. The cards in your palm form your intentions. Just always use a guide. If your current hand is no good for you, the path of modesty can help narrow down your selection. Okay. This sounds awesome. Oh. But also, I fear is complicated AF. Right. Press R to crouch. You know what? Let me bring the light back out. Take in hand. No. Two hand A. Oh, okay. It just does it. Inspect the items. On me, a little piece of paper sticking out of books. I've drawn to it. My mom's name was Rose. Dad says she was here with us. You know, he says people forget here. They'll remind me of everything. She was born in 1917, got married at 20, and then she died here. He says I'm not allowed to write anything down, but what if I forget again? Her name was Rose. Rose Mather. Rose Mather. Ah, life. You've just revealed. Like a broken vase, I glue the pieces of my life together. I had a wife, born in the year 1917. She seems to have died here on the train. How it happened, I don't know. In spite of my best efforts, I've forgotten. I loved her with all my heart. I failed myself. I failed Teresa. Take in hand. It wants me to crouch, but before I do that, it's the object. Hid from the world is a pile of luggage under the seat. Okay, some steady leather covered work indicates use a numerical locking. Should I know the combination? Alright, let's try this. Maybe the idea is this. This would be a neat try to guess the lock combination. Will the birth years of the daughter and the wife be the solution to this riddle? Enter the numbers. 1917 and 1938. The lock clicks with satisfaction. That's a fun way to do that. Ooh, there's a lot in here. Musty, leathery smell wafts from inside. Wafts from inside. Wafts to the case is about to reveal its secret. It contains medical supplies, various reports, and a few other documents. A faded photograph, part of some kind of legal document, stands out from the rest. The face in it looks strikingly familiar. Identity documents. Now I know who I am! Apothecary. Samuel Mather. My own name is foreign to me, yet it is bound to me like a parasitic lava. By profession, I am an apothecary. Expert knowledge of chemical compounds and their effect on living organisms is my strength. I have sworn to use it as a tool of healing, but I can do no harm. But I can do harm as easily as I can help. Well, no, actually, I probably should. Hold on. I probably do not need wife and daughter right now. Now that I think that was what they were for. So. The suitcase is crammed with all sorts of tinctures, medical preparations, and powdered ingredients. The mixture is sense wafting from my senses. I'm sure I'll find something useful here as long as I know what to look for. Well, I am an apothecary, so as well as identity documents, examine. Suitcase, yes. I'm sure I'll find something as long as I know what to look for. Do I need light? I think I need light. Illuminate the contents of the briefcase. It's a good idea, but I can see the contents clearly enough without additional lighting. It contains medical supplies as well as my identity. Well, yeah. Here at a light. I am very interested. Oh wait, inspect the items. I recognize they belong to me. Wait. Hold on. I want to examine the content. Is it just letting me know that I will need to do that? The door is locked from the outside. I'm trapped in my own compartment. There's something wedged between the door and the door frame. Perhaps a note. Folded sheet of paper. It wasn't here before. Addressed to me. A single sheet of paper with an impersonal message. In the lottery, your name was drawn. Thank you for your sacrifice. Wait for the arrival of the conductor and do not leave behind any memorabilia. There is no reason to endanger your loved ones. All hail the Supreme Engineer. Someone's coming for me. I guess I have to open it. Jesus. Avatar? Initiate conversation. Let me begin. The conductor is the first to speak. I assume you have already had time to read the letter. Everything is clear to you, I believe. Don't worry, dear Mr. Mather. It will all be over soon, he says, relishing the moment. Before I take you away, is there anything you'd like to say? Offer my expertise. Dear Samuel, so this is your plan. You want to be useful? We don't need any help on this board. We have placed ourselves entirely in the hands of our Supreme Engineer. Don't be worried, he grins. You'll soon get to know him. Let's get on our way. The conductor reaches out his skinny hand to me. Just before his fingers touch me, the train rumbles far in front. The steam locomotive lets out a terrifying roar. The conductor loses his balance. As the train suddenly picks up speed, he grabs the door frame to keep from falling. A hideous mass of tentacles behind the window is breaking apart. As the car breaks free from it, the conductor straightens up. Before he slams the door to my compartment, I catch a look of anger on his face. The sound of his footsteps fades away to the left. The situation is calming down. My sacrifice is no longer needed. Huzzah. Where's the thingy? Ah, yes. To the clock. While the clock is spotted in the interior, it seems it does not show the correct time. Perhaps it does not work at all, or hands are guided by some other rule. What do they show? Once again, a voice echoes through the compartment. The immediate danger is past. Praise the Supreme Engineer. The previous restrictions remain in effect, but you may leave your seats. Further instructions will be provided. Just then, something clicks in the door. I would like to bring my light. No. I kind of want to hold on to that one too, but no, stop. Also want light. Get the candle. Okay, well, I'm already sold on this. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be doing this, though. Take a look at the opening. The opening evokes the feeling of a prison cell. In this case, this would not be the good side of the door. Makes sense. Ooh, I am so into this. The paper carries binding rules for passengers. The Supreme Engineer, propelling this noble machine forward with his iron will, establishes the following boarding rules. The train's crew, forever loyal to their sovereign leader, swears to enforce this order by any means necessary, for this is the way to redemption. There are dozens of rules in the same spirit, restricting the free movement, food rations, property, and other freedoms of passengers, all for the greater good. The rules end with a list of possible punishments, under which stands the confident signature of the Supreme Engineer. Restrictive regime. Strict rules gnaw away at the last remnants of freedom from the bones of passengers. They regulate food rations, duties, freedoms, the word of the Supreme Engineer, mandated as follows. Prohibition from endangering one's own or others' lives unless ordered by the crew. No recording. Trained crew conductors are responsible for enforcing the rules. No price. Let's take that one in hand just in case. Justiguy, it's kind of out of place, yeah. Alright, now, from what I remember of that tutorial a minute ago, I believe if I want to use one of the cards, I can't. Oh, well, anyways, by allowing some most of personal belongings, they become memorials. It's on to guess what a fate awaited the owner of this particular briefcase. Well, I'm gonna actually turn the volume a little bit back up now that it's quieter. Just a bit. There we go. The door. The door is locked from the other side. Inside, someone is singing in a soft voice. The words cannot be understood. Try to overcome the door. Say the password! Commands a cheerful voice from the other side of the door. Password. Hand is full. Softly spoken, say the password brings an almost childlike innocence to these gloomy spaces. This single sentence conveys complete sincerity, with no hint of malice or dislike. It is a fragment of a lost world hidden away behind closed doors. Say the password. Is there any point in trying to solve this riddle? Collision with reality around us can easily destroy all the magic. Okay. Is the password. Guess the password. No reaction. I have it wrong. Do we guess again? Alright, probably not. I don't think I need that right now. Well, let's see. Oh. Oh, I don't care for that. Look at the bottles. Countless bottles of various spirits cover the tabletop. Some of the labels are familiar to me. Others I'm seeing for the first time. All the bottles have one thing in common. They are completely empty. There is not even the faintest hint of the bitter alcohol scent one might expect. Why their owner put them on display here is a mystery to me. Mute figures are made of glass, empty and without purpose. Yet here they are, displayed in front of one of the passengers. Is this a sentiment, a string? Pulling the mind back to times long gone, a materialized remembrance can take many forms. Take a look at the man. A sad man with bloodshot eyes sits at the table. A dog. Young sir, the man's gaze is unexpectedly firm. You haven't spoken to me during an entire journey. Now you won't even introduce yourself and demand something from me. You'll have to forgive me, but that being said, I refuse to be of any use to you. Okay? Wait. Get rid of that. Introduce myself. The man looks at me sternly again, but eventually his features give way. My pleasure, Samuel, offering me a hand to shake. My name is Garrett Wilcott. The profession of an apothecary is a very noble one, widely respected. I regret the same cannot be said of my profession. I'm a judge, or at least I used to be before I got on this train. Judge. Crime and punishment wage an eternal battle against each other. Those who commit evil stand against those who punish evil, and how else to punish them than with evil itself? Becoming an instrument of justice robs a man of part of his humanity. It brings him closer to the evil he wants to fight, and no amount of iron robes and elaborate ethics can save him, and so Garrett sacrificed himself for the sake of justice. Justice, just like that. Justice, get that. We can only hope that his motivation was an altruistic need to protect others other than his own pleasure and punishment. Yes. Alright. Wife thought get rid of apothecary. What about family? Family, he muses, is everything to a man. It's a legacy, it's meaning. At least, that's how I used to think about it until recently. Are you interested in anything specific? Would you like to tell me something about your family? Or are you asking about mine? Maybe I shouldn't have both. Married? Are you interested shit out of here. Oh, wait. What if? Judge. What if it's like, are you married? Ask about Garrett's family. This is one of the few topics I'm not going to discuss with you. Garrett shudders. He seems to be fighting some sort of internal struggle. Okay, alright, I'm figuring out how this works. How about this? Ask about the bottles. Garrett raises his eyebrows. I'm not surprised by your question, Samuel. For the first few weeks, maybe months of our journey, the alcohol in those bottles provided me with comfort, a connection to my lost life. But it's been a long time since the last drop dried up. There will never be another one like this or any other, he says gloomily. Sometimes, however, I can still sense the sweet hint of alcohol, fleeting and elusive. That is why I keep them here. In our situation, there is no longer any reason to keep our petty secrets. I would give anything for the chance to feel that beautiful alcoholic intoxication one last time. Interesting. Okay, well, that's that. What else? You know password. There's a young girl living in the compartment next to you. Perhaps more of a child if she's asking you for the password. How childish, she smiles. Sometimes I catch her peeking through the half-open door at the bottles on my desk. Strange, isn't it? She must be shy. I can't help you with the password, though, as I haven't spoken to her yet. But I think the older woman at the back of the train knows her. Thank you, Garrett. You're a cool dude. I hope. Take a closer look. A few blankets hung on a wire from an improvised wall. Form an improvised wall. The sort of shelter, providing the passenger on the other side with an apparent sense of privacy. Initiate conversation. Leave me. Oh, leave me alone. The man on the other side snaps. Voluntary isolation for the card. There are thousands of reasons to go into solution, but often just one is enough. It is not at all clear what drove the builder of the improvised shelter to voluntarily isolate himself. But however flimsy this lonely fortress may be, its symbolism is clear, and the other passengers acknowledge it, at least to some degree. We're going to take this one in hand. Nope, that's the one I wanted, actually. Translation. Task, if you know. Garrett glances at the ragged wall behind my back. I know very little about the man out there hiding from the world, but one thing is clear to me. He's weak. A weakling and a coward. Some people are born this way. For others, it is the result of an overprotective mother. Of course, every one of us aboard this train has plenty of reasons to be sad. However, he glares at me. None of us fall into such strong melancholy, do we? Leave me alone! Read the rules. Same rules, yeah. Look at the stained glass window. The ornamental decoration made of cut glass depicts an unusual scene. Despite the pastel colors, the mere sight of it unsettles me. What could be its meaning? Can I see the person in there? Maybe? I don't know. What is this? Look at the papers. Several papers are pinned to the wall and wall lining. As far as I can tell, it is some kind of mathematical calculations and equations, but it is not within my ability to understand them. Every single paper is signed with the name Euler P. Meadow, Combinatorialist, Miskatonic University. Combinatorist. Euler P. Meadow, a name belonging to an obviously brilliant mind, a consciousness capable of peering behind the curtain of the universe and seeing the grand order in chaos. Combinatorics is the science of ordering, selecting, and enumerating possibilities, combinations. It reveals the true magnitude of the potential of an individual and quantifies our destiny. Let's get rid of that one for a moment. No interest in combinatorics. Those are my notes from before. Those are my notes from before, he twitches. I don't know what they mean anymore. This horrible noise, I'm paralyzed. It's unbearable, help me somehow, please. Unbearable noise. The noise never stops. It is part of all of us. The hum of the steam engine and the clank of the sleepers will be with us for the rest of our lives. The human mind is unusually adaptable, so most passengers have long since become accustomed to the constant roar of the machine. If we didn't, we would end up like that withered young man suffering from tremors in the corner of the carriage. I shall go inquire. No, Garrett reflects, I can't say I'm particularly bothered by the noise here. I'm very glad for that, because you can't run away from the noise. The ears cannot be closed. Perhaps only a medicine, he continues, a soothing remedy would help. However, here on board, who would have such a thing in their scarce reserves? He gives me a significant look at his words. Okay. Search for a calming substance. In addition to the recorded knowledge needed to produce various medicines, the case also contains several potent substances. Amongst the powdered ingredients and dried herbs lies a lone vial of a brown liquid. Last remaining dose of laudanum. I should use it wisely. There must be more than one use for it. Tinctures of opium used to cure many ailments, that is, until they were banned in the early 20th century, and yet one innocent-looking bottle is found amongst my inventory. Consumption of the substance causes a shift in consciousness, feelings of euphoria and peace. It relieves both physical and mental pain. I'm gonna keep that one for later. Anything else I can do? I've already taken the last dose. There's no others. Alright, that sucks. Here's a thought. I wonder. Is there anything in here I could use to make a drink for the dude? Apothecary, the lights. Alcohol bottle. Search for alcohol. I've already taken the last dose. Oh. Okay. Never mind that. Let's just wander around for a minute. Can we introduce ourselves to him without giving... Listen to the announcement. The unpleasant noise is interrupted by a firm and measured voice. Announcement to the passengers, speaks the conductors. Our providers in the dining car have just finished preparing today's rations. Food will be something. Respect the order determined by your place in car. Mr. Mather will approach first. To the Supreme Engineer, our gratitude. I wanted to look over here. Mr. Samuel, the young man stutters. Be careful. Freedom of movement is restricted here. The crew recently closed this door for other passengers. Study the boarding rules thoroughly. They're displayed on the walls. Stay safe, he says, turning away. The door is locked anyway. Well, hold on. Am I not supposed to go to the food meeting? Yeah, well, let's while we're right here. Introduce myself. The young man licks his lips greedily and seems not nervously hungry, but eventually he notices me and reacts. The young man only acknowledges me after several attempts. Mrs. Samuel, I've already had the honor. Eula, sir. My name is Eula. Please, man of your profession, help me. The noise here is unbearable. The infernal machine will not let me rest. Outside. The glass is marred by countless scratches all on the outside. Through the yellowed filth, I watch a sky I don't recognize. An alien sky that chills me to the bone. Every second I spend looking at the alien sky burns me inside. This is not a world anymore. The unnatural hue of the new sun looking down on the gnawed skeletons of human cities makes me dizzy. Right, I would like to take this fire. Alright, he's confused by these, so let's drop this one. Let's see about the world outside. Garrett is evidently hungry, and for a moment it seems he will ignore me, but eventually he responds, You know, Samuel, I still sometimes hope to wake up from this nightmare. Then I'll look out at the sky. Garrett turns his head to the window, and I realize it's not a dream. It's really happening. There is nothing waiting for us. There is no one else left. Only us, the crew of the last human train. The last human train. There is nothing left but this train, a huge steel mass filled with despair and resignation. Is this an arc of hope or a foolish attempt to escape the inevitable? The tracks ahead, like our future, are lost in an endless void. We are the last people. granddaughter singing. She's dead. Oh, worth a shot. Oh. It's supposed to be a woman. Or just the front end and the woman's at the other end. Password, he's confused at dealing with completely different issues. What are you talking about? This is really fucking cool. Can I just say that? Mr. Mather, it is good to see you again. As a form of apology for a recent misunderstanding, I have taken the liberty of personally delivering our rations to your compartment. You will find your plate hidden under one of the seats. I'm sure you understand that I would hate for a passerby to get hold of it. Bon appetit. Hands are resting peacefully, and the conductor seems at ease. He said that my food is in my compartment under the seat. You like? Oh my god! I was not sure what I was expecting, but that scared me. Do I need light? No. Light. Enlighten the creases. Somebody there. Oh, okay. Look at the table. Focus on the candlelight. Shadows, beacon, everything will eventually fade. For food. At the very back, in a layer of dust and cobwebs, lies a silver object. A tray with food, as the conductor said. Smelt. Next to the plate of disgusting mush lies a piece of paper, a letter. It is from Supreme Engineer. The letter begins, Dear Mr. Mather, recent events in which you have been involved have caught my personal attention. Please accept the attached insignia as a symbol of my direct oversight of you from this moment onward. Now eat in peace, and as early as possible, visit your conductor. He has already been instructed and will explain everything to you. Until then, do not speak to anyone. Do not put this matter on hold. Okay. Insignia, symbol of the crew. Membership insignia. Interesting. A symbol of the totalitarian regime that rules the train. It is a badge that the crew proudly wears on their chests, signifying their superiority over other passengers. I was given an insignia of the Supreme Engineer. I should think very carefully before telling anyone about it. Let's... I mean, he said... When I was blocking the door from the other side, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to eat that thing on the table. Oh, I would, but it said right away. The thing on the plate isn't food. The sight of that burbling abomination causes me physical distress, and the pungent smell makes my head spin. However, it is only now that I realize how hungry I really am. My stomach is knotting up. I'm actually considering trying it. So, do it. I don't understand. Do I need to, like, use myself? I do. Okay, interesting. Perhaps I will try to at least eat some dry bread. What have I done with the tray? Can't believe I ate that atrocity. What primal urge must have taken hold of me? I mean, you were fucking hungry, dude. Alright. already wishlisted, so not available in this version. Good thinking, though. All right. Hold on. I guess we're at the end. So in that case, let's give the medicine to the dude. Well, that's here, isn't it? Mention laudanum. Laudanum. The young man's eyes dart around as he begins to recite mechanically. An opium tincture, a narcotic for sedating the body, relieving pain, and inducing a feeling of bliss. Why are you mentioning it, though? Do you have any? Please, my head isn't working properly in all this noise. You need to be more specific. I heard knocking. Okay, so I have to literally... Was it the eyeball one? Do I have to be like, here, I'm giving you this. What? Do I need to be like... Get rid of that. Oh, do I just have to be specific? Offer laudanum. What a kind offer, really. I appreciate it immensely, especially coming from you. However, I don't use addictive substances. The young man, settling for his teeth as a new wave of pain overwhelms him. No, you're right. I'm willing to try anything. This is no longer endurable. With these words, he swallows the contents of the offered bottle. The young man's troubled features finally relax. Comfort, peace, thank you. Yulo's arms are relaxed, and he looks calm. His tremors have ceased, and he seems slightly dazed. His clothes are soaked with sweat. The acrid smell is almost unbearable. Alright. Let's try start over then. Where is it? No, not that. Not that one either. Do you know the password man? The password man. The password man. He's saying there's a kid here asking you for a password. Don't ring no bells. I don't know how to help you. Wonder what the password could be. There's so many combinations. He seemed to have started doing mental math. Not you. Not you. You know about that person. Talk about the distant passenger. You know, I'm very perceptive, and it's all the noises the train makes. Some sounds coming from under that blanket. That person is miserable. You might be grieving the loss of a loved one, Mr. Samuel. That's what the elderly lady back here on deck was saying. A loss so tragic it causes one to shut out the world. Okay, you have mentioned the lady on the deck multiple times. Is she not? Is this person not in the demo? Take a closer look. Glances at the ragged wall. Why am I back? I know very little about the man. I don't know what is clear to me. He's a weakling in a coward. Some people are born, for others who's upload. Alright, we already had this conversation. I press a simple something clicks inside the frame. A latch. The door is unlocked. The train invites me further to its player. Alright, then let me ask about the symbol. The symbol was chosen by the Supreme Engineer. He has united us under it. A symbol of his protection and order, omnipresent. I studied it for hours, and during the time I saw many things in it. However, what exactly it is supposed to represent remains a mystery to me. force access. The many other men sorcerers mystic your rules and authority where the sun don't shine. It's on, but I can't bring myself to pull the sheet away in my own hands. Used to obey me. Alright, well, I think it's the last thing I can do. Ask about the symbol. I see that symbol even in my own dreams. It's everywhere, reminding us that we are under the protection of the crew and the supreme engineer. Anything on the roof? Unlock the door with the insignia. Hey, the password. Alright. I believe this is where the demo ends for us. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Oh, no, wait. Okay, we do basically have everything. I'm gonna guess this last one would have been if we had given him the laudanum. Which, do we have any more? Eric glances at me. No, laudanum. I am familiar with the effects of the substance. However, I don't understand why you mentioned it. Sorry, be more specific. Yes. I can't give it to you anymore. I gave it away, but... Prescribed laudanum for alcohol. I have already used my last bottle. There's no more offer. Yeah, I think I'm out. All right. This was fun. I'm really curious to see where this goes. I love the aesthetic. Very cool. Also, you know, trains are pretty fucking awesome. Everyone loves trains. Anyway, so this has been DREADLINE Express, the demo thereof, and happy to see you next. Best link will be in the description. And until we meet again, I'm afraid it's gonna have to be farewell.